We've used it to allow our guests who use cell phones and smartphones an opportunity to get all the information they need for their vacation. So that includes their lock code, their directions, even amenities such as restaurants, movie theaters, pizza parlors, etc.
It's allowed us to effectively push information to our guests throughout their stay, and also provide pre-arrival tips as well as arrival procedures, information throughout their stay, as well as departure procedures. The local recommendations side of it is really great because it allows us to be able to recommend local restaurants as well as activities and events happening throughout the area of their vacation.
The great thing about Glad to Have You is we have another tool for us. We use primarily email, but not every guest checks their emails on a frequent basis. With this application now, we have a way for guests to check on their phones, their smartphones, which is very handy when they travel. And it really cuts down on calls to our customer service line, because instead of customers calling to try to retrieve the information, they can go right to their phone.
The platform has helped to create efficiencies and the ability for us to provide mobile notifications that the guests are able to actually view correspondence information from their tablet or cell phone device, and also been able to just view local recommendations, and we're able to push notices to them as far as things that might come of updates.
Well, the guests seem to like it. I mean, we've checked the reviews, and the guests are favorable to the fact that they're getting the information on their smartphone, or they can look it up on their smartphone. So, I mean, they definitely like it.
We've received just rant reviews on the app itself, and especially the tech savvy people really like the whole side of not having to mess with paperwork, and just be able to reference back to their mobile application. And it's kind of like having a concierge service at their fingertips, because it prevents them from having to call into our reservations and ask what are some good restaurants or what are some local events happening. They can just instantly go to the local recommendations section of the app.
Glad to Have You has been great. I mean, they're very entrepreneurial driven. They've been receptive to changes, and they seem extremely receptive and creative. So, it's been a good working partnership.
We've been very impressed with how aggressive Glad to Have You is, and constantly developing their platform, as well as they have an open ear to their clients. We've had several conversations with them on ways that we feel that they can improve, and as well as help with with our operations. Before implementing the application itself, we have a big inventory, and it was very nice to know that we can kind of mold the app to what we're doing instead of having to reinvent our system.
Well, you have to be on mobile, and the decision for us was to see basically to build or buy. And what Glad to Have You is doing is fairly complicated and comprehensive. So, I mean, they've made it so that working with a hosted system is a better value than trying to build it ourselves. His the Glad to Have You platform worth the investment?
We feel that it's worth the investment that we've made so far, seeing as it allows us just to effectively communicate with our clientele, as well as just push out notifications on the fly.